Hi all, a warm welcome to the session. Thank you for joining in for today's World Diabetes Day is today. So we want to give you some insights on what diabetes is. Not exactly speaking about what diabetes is. We want to go a step ahead and make you understand what is beyond sugar. Okay, so we have an expert speaker, our senior coach Prasanna ma'am. She has an experience of 15 plus years of experience in this field, and she in holistic nutrition she had 5 plus years of experience, and she has done her MPhil in clinical nutrition and dietetics. She had a vast experience transforming hundreds of lives. Okay, she is dealing with many lifestyle disorders, uh, people with many lifestyle disorders in reversing them. Okay, and her mission and her passion for work is she wanted to create a world which is medicines free. Okay, so she wanted to be in that part. We are all in that mission. I welcome you, ma'am, to give us some insights on how to understand diabetes beyond sugar.
Yeah, thank you, Prashanti.
Thank you.
Quickly, I want to share the slides now. Is it visible, the particular first slide? Can I zoom it?
Yes, ma'am. It has to be a full screen.
Full screen only.
Hmm. It's not in full screen now. Yeah, now it's full
View.
screen. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Welcome to the Masterclass Diabetes and Understanding Diabetes Beyond the Sugar is the main theme of 2025. And every year, all throughout the world, with the merge of WHO, World Health Organization, and International Diabetes Federation, these both organizations are doing a global campaign on, especially on diabetes. That is what today, November 14th, all over the world are giving a lot much of efforts to bring such a vast awareness for diabetes. Why we are all doing this is our focus is to raise awareness about the diabetes. Not only me, all over the world, all endocrinologists, nutritionists, and physicians, and all doctor veterinary people are doing beyond this to promote the diabetes prevention and management. As you all know, this diabetes, almost India is the capital now, nearly. And we also want to support those living with diabetes. Already, some people, almost people are suffering, but still, we would like to support them already if they are suffering and to promote the prevention, management, and to advocate better access for diabetic care. So, that is the main theme we are conducting this diabetic day beyond this, our target is. And this year, every year we have a different themes. This year, the main theme of this diabetic day is understanding diabetes beyond the sugar, right? So by name itself, we are able to see what exactly diabetes. Of course, after diabetes, once you detected the diabetes, yes, anybody in your family or anybody. So what is beyond the sugar? Okay, असली में क्या है इसका reasons क्या है everybody knows, right? Even in general people, okay, excess eating of sugars or genetic problems or family में मम्मी पापा को है, okay, maybe some sudden onset of infections in the body, or it may be any kind of stress these days, right? So stress, they don't have any definition, it doesn't have any definition, but so these are all one of the causative factors every common people know. But as a lifestyle medicinal holistic coach, I would like to brought some of the insight which are the hidden secrets and also awareness kind of thing. Okay. Today we are going to see that those slides. Yeah. So I would like to go with the flow of different examples. I don't want to give theoretical knowledge all of you, because something or other, you know, the science behind the diabetes, right? What is insulin? What is blood sugars? What is insulin? What is pancreas? What is beta cells and all? Okay. So हम लोग को especially we need to focus like why these diabetes are called as actually, right? So from my perspective, diabetes, I don't have any definition, but it is just like a simple metabolic disturbance. Okay. So there is a disturbance in the body. So obviously there is a disturbance in your mechanical system also, right? For example, there is you have a good fuel in your car, right? Full of petrol in your car, but you can't move from that place, right? At the same like your body is having a very good functional system, but you don't have any energy to go out and do some functional activities like that. Okay, so it is nothing but your blood sugars, like whatever you are eating, of course, it go and digest, and of course, it do organs, like whatever you have an organ system, especially liver, it takes place, especially pancreas, it produces more insulin, where you will get the insulin. But the lack of insulin, definitely, obviously, you are going to suffer with the sugars. Why? Because there is no energy production. Okay, there is no energy exchange. For example, I'll take an example of traffic police. Okay, if you are stuck in somewhere, very huge traffic, so you don't have any space to go because it's a very huge topic, right? If without controller, okay, traffic police, so it is very very difficult to move forward. Any tiny place also you can't go, right? So until unless if he comes and do something, so then only the traffic will go out, right? So the same way, your body is filled with a lot of sugar molecules. So there is no space to move, release energy because the key is insulin. Insulin ka production every day there is a disturbance. It may be any causes. Okay, it may be already some people don't know they are diabetes. I mean their sugar levels are increased. By that time they will come to know several reasons, but first of all you should understand there is a disturbance in your body. Okay, sometimes these are asymptomatic sometimes, right? Slowly it kills, it eats like anything, your organ system and all. So this is the mechanical system. What is, if in case if you are disturbing with all these things, okay, that is what is a metabolic imbalance. It is just imbalance, but don't get afraid. Even a chronic diabetes also can be cured with simple lifestyle disorder, because we have a number of cases we deal with. So first of all, you should understand what is the root cause. And that's why I'm explaining this slide. So it from the cell dysfunction onwards, so cellular dysfunction. Even every tiny single cell of your body will listen. Okay, but there is a mechanical imbalance, metabolic disturbance in your body. Yes, definitely there is no energy, right? There is no signaling properly, right? So the same way, if I go back to this example, until unless this controller, the traffic police come, till that time everybody stuck in traffic light, huge traffic. But once he give a good signal, so definitely everybody will can move automatically. Everything is disappear. The same way, until unless if you are not inviting insulin, okay, into your bloodstream and cells, so cells also get confused where to go, and there is no energy at all, right? So obviously there is a connection between the cellular dysfunction, yeah, then your body all suppose they don't know what is going on inside of the body, right? All lot of traffic jam. Obviously what happened, inflammation going to happen, right? Every organ is connectivity, so every major organs are connectivity. Through bloodstream, you get the nutrients, right? Everything is in trophic zone, right? So body in a state of mind, right? Even you will get the headache if you are struck with, huge traffic, right? So you'll get headache and you'll get irritated, stress and this and that. So even our body mechanical system also the same way. What to do now? Okay. Okay, where to go, where to move, where to, supply all these things, right? So huge traffic, just imagine. So in body organ system also the same way, highly inflamed. Okay, slowly. Again, it is not a symptomatic. Again, initial days of some people don't know, no idea at all. Okay, so in the peak sugar levels, once it is crossed more than 300, then they recognize, okay, I have a sugar. Sudden onset of anything happen. It's like that. Okay, so these are the slow poison killing something. It's a kind of like that. Okay, and stress also one of the reason. Okay, over the period of time you're giving lot of trouble yourself, okay, getting headaches with the stress of study or a job or a family relationship, this and that. Okay, stress is not only just because of financial, stress is not because of only because of office headache, right? Any kind of stress, right? So that imbalance your blood control. Again, it elevates your cortisol. Cortisol, nothing but the stress hormone. Okay, when you are happy, so this will disappear. So there is a different hormones, happy hormones, sad hormones. So happy hormones has oxytocin. Okay, so these are all happy hormones. But once you are stressed, anger automatically it rises. That we can't measure immediately after the blood test. We cannot check also generally, but it affects a lot. It also increases your sugar levels. And poor nutrition. What is poor nutrition? कुछ भी नहीं खा रहे वो नहीं है ना. Over nutrition. Poor nutrition nothing but any kind of food, okay, overwhelming with emotionally or stress, something or other you are eating, okay. And we have everything at home, but still we go and order something, right? So because lack of time, not lack of energy, okay, non-availability, or maybe availability, I can say, okay, one click it will come to your home, like Zomato or whatever, Swiggy. So every day or other, right? So our taste buds are more enhanced because of the outside food, right? Processed foods. That's why we keep order, and we keep emotionally we're connected with. Some people eat more sweets when they are stressed, and some people are very weak, or they feel that okay they'll overnutrition bhi ho jata hai. So this is nothing but poor nutrition, okay. But obviously we are leaving all the balanced food, we are only focusing on this poor nutrition. So over the period, micronutrient deficiency also one of the effect, because processed food say you will not get good amount of fiber, good amount of nutrients, like all the vitamins and minerals and fiber, right? So this is nothing but poor nutrition. This is the main reason, okay, beyond the sugar. I hope you got it. And one of the other, any other slides I have skipped? Yeah. So one of the hidden layers, okay, these are, first of all, you should understand these are also one of the causative factor emotionally, okay. So once you're stressed out, especially I would like to compare men and women, okay. So women are more sensitive, more lovable. Of course, some people, just like that. As a woman, I can share to my husband, my father, my mother, or my sister. I can lose my emotion, okay, whatever I carry forward. But coming to the men, so they are more, suppress their emotion. This is the finding actually. It's not I am saying it. This is a practical example too. Okay, so lack of sweetness of life is one of the cause, root cause, I mean to say. Okay, over control, suppress the emotions are the reasons, very strong reason, okay, for this hidden sugars. And physically, yeah, over the period, once you don't know you are a pre-diabetic, somebody are caring, of course, these days, once they are, borderline, they're at least they're having an idea what to eat and what to not. But mostly some people don't have any idea. Over the period, if the sugar levels are very high, they'll not concentrate on their body, right? Happy eating, of course, good healthy eating, right? But these are the physical weaknesses, right? Deficiency of magnesium, chromium, zinc, vitamin D, B12. Very, very strong studies also have done a lot of studies. So this is a metabolic disturbances. If you are not eating a proper balanced diet, you may deficiency of this. So you are welcoming a diabetes. Okay. So one who are suffering with diabetes, they should actively take these nutrients. This is one of the key, and also the root cause also. Okay. Coming to the lifestyle, as you all know, right, like regular sleeping and sedentary lifestyles, excess processed food, as just now I mentioned, right? Sedentary habits, I mean to say, see, everybody works at home, and of course, working from home, sitting in front of computer, there is no physical activity, right? Something or other. Pollution hai, ye, wo. And we are much more addicted with the mobiles right now, because that much social media influencers, so without mobile, we can't sleep. So that is definitely there. That is also one of the strong cause. Okay, we need to give a sleep, very good sleep. Otherwise, you won't get good digestive system. It also impact in your hormones as well. Okay, and mental stress, persistent worry. Okay, for small change, for small things. So we are worrying about so much, right? We are thinking in a big mountain. So that is also one of the traumatical life, which also causes of the diabetes. And environmental factors, as you know, pollution, environmental toxins, insufficient sunlight. This is one of the major important. Even though we are staying in India, so we never exposed to the sunlight, right? Hardly we go out, right? Because everything online shopping, everything. So please concentrate, especially on sunlight. When we heal these interconnected areas of life, remission becomes natural. Okay. Remission in the sense, of course, you are suffering with pre-diabetes or anything. It's very easy. If you work on these 4 areas, hidden secrets, surely you will able to come out. Hope you got it. Yeah, you should also know the number, okay? So this is the latest study, which is by 2023 ICMR. Prashanti, can you stop it to sending to other groups?
Okay,
Because
okay.
I'm getting difference. So according to the ICMR 2023, these are the numbers. You can able to see how much millions, right? 101 millions people are in India with the diabetes. Okay, people currently diagnosed across in India. Okay, and coming to the pre-diabetes, pre-diabetes in the sense, they may get the disturbance with the fasting insulins and all, but they can definitely reverse. But the number you can able to see, right? More than the diabetes, pre-diabetes is there, 136 millions in India. And as we all know that every 10 in 1 people are suffering with diabetes. And coming to 3 in 1 people are undiagnosed diabetes. When I already bola tha. So once the peak levels, sugar levels are peaked, then only they'll come to know there is no symptoms at all. But people are, lot many people are suffering. Okay, so and current treatments, how it is going on? 60% people are only depending on the medicines, nothing else, only medicines. Okay, doctor pass ke gaya, so doctor have given some medicine. That is their lifestyle. That's it. They don't want to change that real lifestyle. Okay, and compared to the urban prevalence exceeds than the rural. Even rural people also in a village, people also have different modern, modern techniques they're using for their farmings and all. So definitely they are also getting, the number are increasing from the rural areas as well. Okay, previously, okay, village people who so they don't have these many problem because they're super active in the farming and all. But yes, definitely rural areas also developing rapidly. Okay, but as I said, hope for the remission. 10 to 15% achieve remission through lifestyle changes alone. Okay, and as we're saying that holistic approach is showing a promising results. So we'll come to the next slide. So what is holistic and all? So you'll come to know how you can reverse it natural way. Early intervention dramatically improves the outcome. Okay, so don't get scared if your family members are really suffering with diabetes and all. Yes, please show them. These are the numbers. Yes, this is only for numbers. Okay, not for everybody. Everybody have their own story, right? But lifestyle changes can definitely going to help, and holistic approaches definitely going to help, even though they have a uncontrolled diabetes as well. Yes, and this is my super favorite slide. Why? Because wisdom from traditional genders. How many of you know that your grandparents are lived this way, right? Even we are studied, and even you can go YouTube's and you can see how our ancient people have lived their life very long years. Yes, exactly. The holistic means we need to also include all these activities now. And every people also are wearing like so much, right? That's why they started eating millets, whole foods, right? Everybody knows that whole foods. But there is a slight wrong methods they're following, but it's okay. But our traditional methods, yes, all completely grounded things, millets are there in their diet and circadian eating patterns, right? Even some people now, they are adopting all the ancient methods. They're eating before 6 o'clock and they're also having a proper sleep. Some people who are very serious, to reverse this. So this is a super medicines for them. Circadian eating patterns are the one of the very wonderful God's gift, I can say. Okay, natural fasting cycles. Okay, till morning, evening 6, and then morning 6 o'clock. These are the fasting periods. Proper digestion also takes place. Definitely good sunlight. Everything heals. Okay, active physical lifestyle. Yes, people are also starting and going for 10,000 k. Even though they don't have energy, but still their focus is 10K only. But it's good somewhat, but it's again an individualized. Okay, daily movement. Okay, morning to evening you're actively making your body to walk. That is real meaning, instead of focusing only exercise for 30 minutes. That is I advise for my patients. And strong social bonds. So ancient people, like maybe your grandparents, they used to eat together on a particularly floor. On floor they'll be having a very good meal. It's a dining table, right? Natural dining table for us. So, and even we talk, we share, okay, while eating, we focus, right? Okay, you sharing, loving, talking. So, this is a social bond, reduced a lot, okay? Hardly we eat, and also with the plate in front of system or mobile. This is how we are eating patterns right now. This is very bad, actually, okay? So, one has to adopt again our ancient methods. Strong social bonds is very important, and seasonal food wisdom is very important. Yes, whatever locally grown foods, organically, I can say. Okay, even in a small garden, you can have pudina, palak, whatever, right? So those things also very impact. Okay, so please give, because today is a children's day. At least make them these little habits to all of your kids, because children also affecting a lot with the insulin resistance. Even I handle type 1 diabetes. So please make them this ancient wisdom to them. Okay. So at least today, at least you make them to understand. Okay. And incorporate little things in your habitual routine things. Yeah. So as you know, right, millets and rice. Yeah, this is a fact actually. People are just adopting, okay, rice chhod diya, so no white rice. They're easily adopting millets. That is fine, but exactly how you are eating is also very important, right? Yes, millets on the rice and wheat, all the almost nearly the same calories, but there is a different, nutrient composition. It maybe varies from fiber. Micronutrients are very good in millets, but white rice don't have, even though it have, but we have a different cooking methods. No, that's why we are losing and depleting all the nutrients. So yes, ancient millets you should have adopted. And power of seeds, right? We used to have a snacking bit before chickpeas, right? Even my grandparents used to give always chickpeas, groundnut chickpea and chana chickpea and all nuts. In Telugu we call it sunnunda, right? So and all these things. Even Punjabis, they eat different kind of foods. So especially winter ka garam ke liye, body garam karne ke liye. So yeah, these are all ancient foods, right? So definitely these are we need to adopt in our daily routine. And green leafy vegetables. Moringa is a super powerful, everybody know, but one's supposed to get it because it is very abundant in magnesium and antioxidants. It enhances the detoxification. And healing foods, yes. In our kitchen itself, we get fenugreek, cinnamon, and turmeric. Just sabji banane ke liye hum dalte, but we never, drink kind of cinnamon water और टर्मरिक थोड़ा सा पानी में मिला के दूध में मिला के राइट पानी में कोई नहीं पीता जीरा वाटर सम यू एड लिटिल बिट ऑफ टर्मरिक दिस इज आल्सो हीलिंग स्पाइसेस okay, so that if your insulin spikes are very high automatically that impacts on your emotional eating also. Okay, knowingly unknowingly people are eating this snacking, because one of my client also always eats more. So it is nothing but insulin resistance. This is one of the reason, and even a magnesium deficiency and chromium deficiency also it impacts on your sweet craving. कुछ ना कुछ खाना है हर घंटे में कुछ ना कुछ खाना है. Again, of course, it is emotional eating, and there is a deficiency also. It is also interrelated. Okay, so please check it out if you have any magnesium deficiency, chromium deficiencies, and lack of some fiber in your diet. Okay, or you can check the insulin. Okay, fasting insulin that may lead to pre-diabetes later days. Okay, and then after if you are not controlling, that leads to diabetes. Your sugar levels will spike. So this is all interlinked. Okay, and coming to gut health. Okay, these days everybody suffering with gut health issues, right? Highly inflammation and all. But this is a superfood, our traditional food. Idli, dosa, pickles, whatever the region, okay? Pickles also anybody can eat at home, right? Simply. घर का पराठा के साथ थोड़ा सा pickle खा लिया. So that is a gut friendly foods also helps to improve our insulin sensitivity. So I'm just giving in a one capsule. Yes, as I mentioned, the chronic stress, poor sleep, mind body practice are really good. If you come out from the stress by doing some yoga meditations, concentrate on your present life. Okay, leaving all the past. Okay, just forgive whatever you have, the past, these things, so that you have enough core sleep. Okay, quality sleep. नहीं आ रहे तो you are somewhere in strut. So please छोड़ दो. Okay. So while sleeping, you should get the quality sleep. You should also maintain a mind, body, okay, spiritual life also. So that your sugars also definitely, your body listens first of all, okay. So till now, your body is in a disturbed state. Now you're slowly moving towards your healing. Slowly, it will not just happen just in a one day, right? So that's what my clients also got very good results. So this is what we as a holistic coaches we train all of them, but this is everybody can do. Okay, so this is one of the important step for people who are suffering with chronic diabetes or something or other metabolic disturbances. Please try to follow this method. When your mind calms, your sugar also will listen. Yeah. So I have these kind of people, of course, mostly below 20 or about 20 to 40 people are, suffering with diabetes, especially pre-diabetes, insulin resistance and all. So primarily their focus, if they focus the lifestyle, yes, there is no type of medicines required for them. Okay. But people, some are, diagnosed around 40 to 60, they may get stressed. Yes, why me? Why this age? Why suddenly this diabetes? This is a chronic stress. Even though 40 to 60, you can also, without medication, you can overcome it. Because I have n number of patients who are suffering with diabetes around this age. Okay, coming to the age of 60 plus, yeah, there may be a medical complication. No, already pehle se bhi aa rahe. So there is a stronger medication. Okay, they use a long term medication. Obviously it disturbs the body. Okay, something or other chemical going on, your body structure, body organs, and every cell of your body is already adopted. Okay, my medicine is coming, I should work. If medicine is not coming, okay, ये तो actually emotional feeling है. मैंने दवाई नहीं खाई, so I have not taken any medicine, that's my sugar level. These are all interlinked, right? What I'm telling you are connecting, hope so. Okay, emotional bonding with medicines are very strong in older people. Okay, dawai ka dabba lao, right? So this is the causes, but they can also overcome it. I have a 75 years old man who wonderfully doing. Of course, his insulin got reduced, so obviously he's into the very minimum level of insulin. He's happily doing, and his eyesight is back now because super controlled with all these methods. Yeah, so this is my last site. Yes, without causes, without root causes, please don't just jump it over to medication. Okay, symptom management without addressing underlying dysfunction will not work at all. Only for some time it will help. No matter what doctor, no matter how much medicines you are using, but it will not control it. Something or other, it's affecting your gut system. Okay, most of my patients are suffering with chronic constipation, B12 deficiencies, vitamin D level, and of course their hair loss, all these things just because over medication. We are not seeing, in a broad spectrum of this thing. Okay, what is the other complications after using medicine? Please try to manage addressing your underlying causes, and please get to know nutrition depletion. As I mentioned, magnesium, chromium, zinc, these are all very very important, especially B12 and D. This is very very important. Okay, if you are suffering with that, please try to, okay, adopt your healthy lifestyle or talk to your nutritionist or nearby. So this is very very important. Potential side effect and medication interactions. Yeah, there are a lot of people who are suffered just like that. Okay, मेरा kidney failure हो गया, liver का cirrhosis हो गया, ये वो. Okay, and especially neurological system. After using too much of medicines, they have numbness. obviously you have to suffer this. So we don't want all people to suffer like this. So that is why this education program today. And dependency with lifestyle transformation is very, very important to adopt. Okay. My strong, suggestion for my patients is never go back to your medication. So that's how their commitment also. That's why we are also successfully helping so many people. Yes, obviously, your journey to remission begins today. You can also talk to us after this session, and also please try at home. So nourish your plates, okay? Very healthy plates, very colorful plates, which includes a lot of nutrients and less in carbs and more balancing, especially stress and mindful practices like healing meditations, yoga, self time is very important. Restoration, okay? Giving a good time for sleep itself is a healing, okay? That is a medicine actually, okay? And movement, as I said, and connection, build support to relationship and community. Don't suppress your emotion. Talk to your loved ones, okay? Or just journal yourself, write something, okay? Whatever you have a bad emotions and all. If you don't have any good relationship, write it down, no problem. That is your self connection, right? But don't get, inner feelings like this, okay? Suppressing your emotion is not at all good for anybody, even any gender, like male or female. Okay, let's make the peace with our bodies, nourish our minds, and creative lives, awareness, balance, and joy. The transformation begins with a single conscious choice. Hope this helps, and we are giving a quick other important session with Prashanti for your transformation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your beautiful insights on what is and helping us understand what is beyond sugar. So, hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, full screen, please. Otherwise,
Yeah, ma'am. Full screen now.
yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Myself Prashanti. I'm a holistic coach. Today, I wanted to take your just 20 minutes of time to make you understand. Till now, we have learned what are the causes and how diabetes, what is beyond sugar, we have known, right? So now let's just look in beyond that, like what is the connection between our mind, our body, and emotions, and how the connection between these three is causing sugar or diabetes to us. Okay, firstly, I wanted to make you all clear one point, that is, it is not a disease. Diabetes is not a disease, it is just a disorder. Okay, when we keep everything in order, if one thing goes in out of order, what we say, it's a disorder, right? So in the same way, in our body something is not going in order. Okay, so that's why we say it as a lifestyle disorder, it's not a disease. First, make this thing very, very clear. It's our body is signaling to us, saying that, boss, check your body, something is going in disorder, keep it in order, then I can work more effectively. Okay, our body is trying to talk us, and what it is talking to us, let's see in depth. Okay, before starting the session, I want to ask you all a question. We have two people of same height, same weight, physiologically both are same. Okay, and one person is happy and the other person is so sad. We have given banana to both of them. Who do you think will digest that banana fast and eat it once we give them? Obviously the happy person. Yes, thank you, thank you, Kirti. Obviously the happy person, right? So, from this, what did you get? Our emotions play an important role on digestion, not only digestion. Okay, choosing the foods. So, think about yourself. When you are happy, what do you celebrate it with? You heard a good news. What do you celebrate it with? You get hungry. You wanted to celebrate with your friends. You will order more food, right? You will celebrate it with food. And when you are sad, Do you even think about food? So our choices of taking food, and once we take that food, how the digestion happens, it's all depends upon our emotions, right? Okay, so now let's look how these emotions affect in diabetes. First, when we get diagnosed with diabetes, what is our first feeling? Oh no, diabetes has come, so it's a lifetime sentence. I have to use medicines for lifelong, right? This is our mindset. Everybody whomsoever will be diagnosed for the first time, they get scared, thinking that, oh no, I have to use medicines for my lifetime. But please understand that it's not a permanent disease. It's, as I told you earlier, it's just a lifestyle disorder. Okay? And understand that your body is not working against you, it is trying to communicate with you. Okay? When diabetes comes, you think that, oh no, diabetes has come, my age has I have become old, now other complications start following in once diabetes come, and I don't have a choice of eating what my favorite foods. You all feel that way, right? We all feel. So it's not a permanent disease, and the body is not working against you, it is trying to communicate with you. And once you try to listen to the symptoms, okay, listen to what body is talking to you, what signal it is trying to give you, then you can definitely reverse your diabetes, not your diabetes. Okay, so what happens after diagnosis? Once we were diagnosed with diabetes, first we go into an emotional shock. Okay, some fear, some guilt comes in, and we were in a confusion. Oh no, I didn't expect this. Diabetes has come to me. Chalo, my life to ho gaya. So we'll get into stuck in that emotional shock. And next comes the real game. Okay, once we settle down and try to accept that, okay, now I was diagnosed, the next thing comes is, in your friend circle, in your family, who are all suffering from this diabetes. You will get a list, right? Okay, sukoon mil gaya. Okay, I'm fine. I'm not alone in this game. It's not a psychotic thing, not an psychotic thing. Okay, just you are trying to confirm yourself that, okay, I am not alone. You feel safe, right? Okay, you'll try to see other people and compare with them and say that, okay, he is having diabetes from long time, but now I was diagnosed very recently. So you will feel somewhat happy, right? Somewhat okay, I was maintaining better than him or better than her, right? So after that comes the, then you start accepting the diabetes and say, my sugar, my diabetes is different from you. Yes boss, your diabetes is definitely different from others. Not only why, because you are different, not your diabetes. Okay, you see five fingers, our 10 fingers, we have unique this fingerprint, right? How many what is the population of India, that much different fingerprints we have. We don't have the same fingerprint of others, right? Different, everybody is different in their fingerprints. This is the unique fingerprint you have, right? In the same way, you are different, you are unique, not your sugar. Don't own it saying that it's my sugar is different than you. No, you are different, you are unique. Okay, your health is unique. And next starts the biggest confusion, food confusion. You start changing whole of your diet, right? From so many years you will be eating the white rice. Now you will shift from the white rice to brown rice, to millets, and then to uh, night you will be shifting to breakfast rice, uh, leaving the rice ahead, you will come to rotis, right? That sudden shift, that too not with an happy emotion. You are feeling like, oh no, now diabetes has come now. I don't have the choice to eat my favorite food now, so I have to eat this roti. I have to eat this brown rice. I can't eat this. It can't digest. So, with this emotion, if you are eating food, what happens? Have you ever thought why other problems are coming up after eating? So, with this emotion, you start eating, your digestion gets impaired, right? Gastric problems start, indigestion, other problems start stepping in, and you reduce the quantity of food you eat, right? So that you reduce your weight, and everybody will say, oh, you have become so weak. Then sympathy comes in, right? So, this is all the confusion you had. You have to eat the right food with the right mindset, then it helps in your overall well-being. Okay, so this is an important thing. Have you ever asked why me? Not in a pathetic situation, oh god, why me, why diabetes has caused, why you choose me to be diabetic. Not in that way. Have you ever asked yourself why why this diabetes has come to me? Why? What it wants to learn? What I have to learn from it? Why did this imbalance happen? Where did I go wrong? Is my sleep pattern not correct? Am I not eating right? Am I doing something, not the physical activity? I'm not doing any physical activity. Is there any imbalance in my lifestyle? Have you ever checked this way? Not in case of diabetes. It applies to every disorder. Okay, every lifestyle disorder or every disease that caused you. You have to check in this way. Why did this imbalance happen to me? What it is trying to teach me? What my body is trying to tell me? Am I trying to find the root cause or only fighting with the symptoms? Okay, now let's know what are the symptoms, what is the cause, and what is the root cause. Why we are talking about the root cause. Okay, so this is it. Now see the tree. The branches, what you are seeing on the top of the tree, are the symptoms you are seeing for your disease, right? High blood sugar, fatigue, weight changes, these are all the symptoms. And you are using medicines or any other things to manage your symptoms. You are not going into the roots. Why this diabetes has come to you? You are not going into the root of the problem. Okay, so to make it very clear, I'll give you an example. You know typhoid. What is the cause of typhoid? It is caused by an bacterial infection, right? So doctor will prescribe you some medicines and you will have some dietary changes, and you will be once you use that dosage, you will be fine. After some days, typhoid is completely gone from your body, right? Because you know the cause. But in diabetes, what is the cause? These are all the risk factors. You are thinking that, okay, my parents has diabetes, so I have got this. Okay, I am eating sugars, so I got this. I am not doing any physical activity. Yes, I got this. Yes, maybe these are all the risk factors. Okay, so why you have to go into the root cause? That is the difference between the cause and root cause. These are all the risk factors you are seeing. What is the root cause? Why it has come to you? Are you stuck in your emotions at any part of your life, like any area of your life? Physical area, relationships, anything, emotional, anything. Are you suppressing your emotions? Are you having any chronic stress? Are you sleeping well? No, before going to sleep, we scroll, right? Sitting beside our kids, we also watch movies. Otherwise, we will take our phone. If kids ask us, we will say, no, 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 I have to send some important emails. I have some office work, so I am doing. You are not supposed to do it. We tell them, right? This causes poor sleep and we have a lifestyle imbalance. Out of these possible root causes, what is your cause? Why did it happen to you? What your body is trying to tell you? In which area you are in imbalance? Have you ever thought of diabetes or any disorder in this way? Then you could have got the answer, right? So let's now see what happens. We have um, told you about what all the things that is emotions, hormones, everything, right? So let's see what really happens inside. Okay. So insulin is a hormone, right? It carries the glucose to all the cells of the body. We eat food, it gets converted into glucose, and this insulin is taking and knocking every door of the cell and saying that glucose is here, come on, take it, take it, take it. If once it is all distributed, gone smooth, the glucose from your blood is gone, right? If the insulin is knocking the door and the cell is not opening the door, why it is not opening? Because it already has reserve glucose in it. It don't want extra. Now let's see it with an example. You have a food. Just now you had a food. You have completed a full plate, right? And again another plate has come. They asked you to eat. Will you be able to eat it? No, right? We will definitely not able to eat it. We will reject it. So the same way, already our cells are filled with glucose. Then again, what it will do with extra glucose? So it will not open the door. As a result, what happens? The levels of glucose or sugar in the blood increases. This is called blood sugar, right? In the other scenario, the insulin is not working properly. Okay, it has become a lazy one, right? So what it is not doing its work. Maybe due to various reasons it is not doing its work. It is sitting lazy and it is not carrying any glucose to any cells. Then what happens? Then also the blood glucose levels increases, right? So why your insulin is not working properly? Because of stress. What stress is causing? Stress is releasing your cortisol, the stress hormone, and that cortisol is affecting your insulin, right? So this way, it's everything is interlinked. It goes in a cyclic way from one to another. If you are having stress, the cortisol is affected, is released. That once the cortisol is released, it affects the insulin. Once the insulin is affected, it is increasing your blood glucose levels, right? So everything goes hand in hand. It's a cyclic process, interlinked process. We have to understand this. Why sleep deprivation? Once you are not sleeping well, your hormones gets imbalanced. Once your hormones gets imbalanced, understand that insulin is also a hormone. It gets affected, right? Suppressed emotion, your energy is getting stagnant, and lack of joy. If you, in the first slide we have talked about emotions, how emotions are playing an important role, right? If you are not having joy, if you are not eating with full of joy, then what happens? Digestion not happens in a proper way, then slow metabolism happens, right? So finally I will give you um, an overview of how our body works, your body's self healing power. Okay, so to explain this I would like to give you a example. Okay, so there is a engineer. Okay, you wanted to construct a house, so you called up an engineer. He has given you a plan. Okay, and your house was constructed and you have moved in. 2 years completed, 3 years peacefully done, but One fine day, you have observed that there is a leakage or damage at one part of your house. So, what will you do? You have called up your engineer and asked him to come and check what has happened to your house. So, engineer comes and check, and what he will say? He will check and say that, okay, this has damage due to this. I want some material so that I can fix this. Okay, he will write some things to get, and he will give you those things. You will give those things to him, and he will definitely repair all the thing and make it normal. How did he do that? Because he is the one who has constructed it. He knows the kith and kin of the building. He's an expert in it. He knows the plan. Everything, he was there from the first day of construction. He was there, so he know. And you have given him the right material, right? So our body is also the same. Our body, like our life, started from two simple things, right? Two tiny things. One, egg from your mother and sperm from your father, both combined and started to divide, and become this much of body. Some cells divide. There is a number of cells formed, and some cells formed the digestive system, some cells formed the heart, some cells formed the reproductive system. So likewise, they have built up this whole body, right? The whole body is built up from that small tiny things. So so like the engineer know where the damage is causing, that single cells doesn't know how to heal our body where the damage is happening. Does it don't have any power to heal itself? Yes, it definitely has. Like in the building, they have given the right material. You also have to give the right material to it to heal, right? What is that right material? Right food, right thoughts, emotions, and your environment. You have to give these materials, right material, to your body. Then your body has a self healing power.